Gratitude is a lie. The billion-dollar scam destroying your mind. Have you ever caught yourself saying thank you for something that deep down made you feel like absolute garbage? That internal pressure forcing you to be grateful even when your soul is screaming in revolt? If you answered yes, congratulations. You just discovered you've been manipulated by the biggest scam in the self-help industry. Toxic gratitude. The truth nobody tells you is that this obsession with gratitude is nothing but a mind control system disguised as personal development. It is time to hack this programming and discover how you have been tricked into trading your authenticity for cheap conformity. Mental virus detected how forced gratitude hijacks your brain. The billion-dollar personal development industry installed a virus in your mind. The belief that you must be grateful 24/7, that you must raise your vibration even when your life is falling apart. This isn't evolution, it's industrial-grade brainwashing. They transformed gratitude, which should be an organic and natural emotion, into a mandatory command you execute on autopilot. The mind analyst knows the truth. Genuine gratitude isn't a button you press when you want to feel better. It arises naturally, coexisting with sadness, anger, and frustration. But the self-help mafia sold you the lie that gratitude is a magic shield against any negative emotion. And what happens when you try to use this fake shield? You repress your pain, suffocate your sadness, ignore your legitimate anger. These emotions, which should be your teachers, become ghosts that haunt you and make you sick silently. The revolution begins when you understand that you can be grateful for life and be furious about an injustice at the same time. You can appreciate your family and be sad about a loss simultaneously. Authentic gratitude doesn't cancel your other emotions. It embraces them. This is true emotional freedom. Being a complete human, not a smiling robot programmed to please. The manipulation of forced gratitude puts you in zombie mode. You thank without feeling, post motivational quotes without living them, and in the process lose your capacity for self-discovery. Your mental health only strengthens when you have the courage to feel everything, just what's socially approved. Your first deprogramming mission is the emotional reset. Tomorrow morning, don't force yourself to feel gratitude. Just breathe, observe your body and mind for a few seconds in complete silence. Don't try to change anything. Just be present. This simple pause is more powerful than 1,000 forced gratitude lists. If you're ready to break the programming, comment, "System hacked." Like if you understand that real happiness doesn't come from mandatory gratitude, and subscribe to continue deprogramming your mind. Invisible prison why at least keeps you trapped in mediocrity. The fake positivity industry taught you the most toxic mantra of all. At least you have a job. At least you have health. At least you have a home. These seemingly harmless phrases are malicious codes that invalidate your pain and trap you in a matrix of conformity. Each, at least, is a guilt injection that prevents you from processing genuine emotions. The mind analyst decoded this manipulation. Repressed pain doesn't disappear, it transforms into chronic anxiety, burnout, and an existential emptiness that corrodes you from within. You feel guilty for not being grateful enough, for not living up to the happiness ideal sold by digital gurus. This guilt is the fuel that feeds your mental prison, making you accept a life that isn't yours. You conform to work that kills you inside, because, at least you have a job. You accept toxic relationships, because, at least you're not alone. You swallow your revolt against injustices because, at least it could be worse. This is conformity disguised as gratitude, and it's gradually destroying your soul. Subversive evolution recognizes that pain is pure information. It shows you what you value, what you love, and what urgently needs healing. It forces you to stop, look inward, and make your own journey of self-discovery. It's in this dive that you find real emotional freedom to be authentic, with all your complexities and imperfections. Genuine gratitude isn't a protective shield. It's a state of being that coexists with all your emotions. You can be thankful for life while feeling anger about an injustice. You can value your family while processing the sadness of a loss. True gratitude doesn't deny your emotions, it integrates them. Your second mission is the Truth Archive. For 1 week, write down your negative feelings without any judgment. Record anger, frustration, Sadness, everything you'd normally hide. Don't seek solutions, just write. This act releases emotional pressure and gives space for pain to be processed naturally. You'll discover that pain, when seen and heard, loses its destructive power over you. If you're ready to process your emotional shadow, comment, pain processed. Like if you understand that gratitude isn't a shield, and subscribe to continue the mental revolution. Positivity overdosed, the drug that's slowly killing your soul. The self-help mafia sold you the most addictive drug on the market. The illusion that emotional freedom means having only positive feelings. You became a chemical dependent on the appearance of happiness, posting fake smiles on social media while your soul bleeds internally. This addiction to being well all the time is anti-evolution, a psychological self-mutilation in slow motion. The mind analyst discovered that this obsessive pursuit of constant happiness is actually a sophisticated form of manipulation that prevents you from having real mental health. You became addicted to performing wellness, competing with other addicts who are also pretending. This collective theater of forced happiness is what's making you deeply sick. The guilt of not being able to maintain the mask 24/7 consumes you. You feel like a failure for not living up to the impossible ideal sold by toxic positivity influencers. This guilt blocks your capacity for self-discovery and prevents you from building a life with real, not performative, purpose. Mental revolution abandons the pathetic pursuit of happiness and embraces the search for meaning. Happiness is a temporary feeling. Meaning is a permanent state of being. An authentic meaning doesn't exist without sadness, without pain, without struggle. Genuine gratitude doesn't protect you from pain. It helps you find purpose within pain. It gives you the superpower to appreciate what is good even when what is bad is screaming in your ear. This is real emotional freedom. The ability to feel deeply without being destroyed by feelings. The manipulation of performative gratitude transforms you into an emotional zombie. You thank automatically, post motivation without conviction, and completely lose your ability to connect with what's real and true. Your mental health only strengthens when you stop performing and start living. Your third mission is the real joy detector. For 1 week, record only moments of joy you felt genuinely, not the ones you posted online. It could be savoring coffee in silence, listening to music that gives you chills, having a deep conversation with someone special. Write without judgment. At week's end, you'll realize your authentic happiness already exists and costs nothing. If you're ready to free yourself from the positivity theater, comment, genuine joy. Like if you understand the danger of performative gratitude and subscribe to complete your deprogramming. The Freedom Code: How to Break the Chains and Reclaim Your Mental. The emotional manipulation industry turned gratitude into currency. Be grateful and the universe will reward you. But the mind analyst hacked this lie. Authentic gratitude is ant currency. It is a pure act of emotional freedom. When you free yourself from this toxic programming and embrace genuine gratitude, you find inner peace and calm to face any life storm. You stop living on the autopilot of forced gratitude and start living with real self-discovery. Subversive evolution completely abandons gratitude as social performance and embraces it as personal revolution. It's about understanding you can be grateful for life and be furious about injustices simultaneously. It's having the courage to be who you really are, with all your emotions. Your purpose isn't to be constantly happy like a poorly programmed robot. Your purpose is to be a complete human, feel everything, live everything, have the courage to be authentic, even when it hurts. This is real mental health, not the plastic version sold by plant gurus. Authentic gratitude isn't a shield against pain. It's a tool to find meaning within pain. It gives you the capacity to appreciate what is good, even when what is bad is screaming in your ear. Gratitude is an act of radical autonomy, a way to declare, I am the master of my own existence, and I choose my own life rhythm. This is the only way to be truly happy, have real success, and build a life that's genuinely yours, not a cheap copy of what others expect from you. Your final mission is the Free Gratitude Manifesto. Write your new personal contract, something like, I commit to feeling all my emotions without judgment. I commit to being gentle with myself and honoring my sadness as an ally. I commit to being grateful genuinely, without forcing myself into anything I don't feel. This contract is your new operating system, your new way of existing in the world. If you're ready to sign your emotional independence declaration, comment, "Contract signed." Like if you understand your gratitude has no price, and subscribe to stay in complete control of your mind. The deprogramming journey continues. Share this video with someone who needs to break the chains of toxic gratitude. The mental revolution starts with you.